So there's this Republican event being organized in Texas. It's called the God and Country Patriots Roundup. And boy, do they have a lineup for this Republican event. You got sitting congressmen like Representative Louis Gohmert. You got the chairman of the Texas GOP, Alan West. You got an assortment, and you'll see the trailer who's on here. An assortment of different Republican pundits, right-wing figures, and they put out this trailer for this event, and it's littered with references to QAnon. Now, you might be thinking, why is that a big deal? Well, it's a big deal because they're claiming, the organizers of this event are claiming, this event has nothing to do with QAnon. Now, why would they want to disassociate from QAnon? Well, January 6th, the storming of the Capitol. It is completely tainted. The name QAnon, in fact, even before that, Q himself, the anonymous figure that QAnon believers follow, Q told his followers, stop referencing QAnon. He realized, at the very least, they realized that the QAnon brand is tainted for the more mainstream audience. You can't have a sitting Congress member and the head of a state Republican party headline a QAnon event after you had the QAnon shaman storming the Capitol with 5 people dying that day. But they know just how much of their base are QAnon believers. So what do? They say it's not a QAnon event. No way, no how. But then they just so blatantly drop QAnon references in this trailer. And by the way, one funny thing about this too is that the organizer's name, he goes by the name QAnon John. But anyway, if that wasn't enough, let's check out this trailer. And let's go through it slowly. Let's see if we can catch all the QAnon references here. For this event that they swear to God up and down, no way is this a QAnon event. Let's watch the trailer together. Patriot Roundup. Let's do this, Dallas. Do you guys see that there? I caught it perfectly, just in time. Do you guys see that? Now, it's just blinking really quickly on the screen. I just happened to press pause perfectly. I thought I'd have to go back and scrub back and forth a little bit. I mean, it doesn't get any more bland than that, does it? Where does the letter Q come into play for an event called For God and Country Patriot Roundup? Well, there you go. Blinking on the screen, the letter Q multiple times. Let's continue. Oh, right there too. That is a phrase the QAnon faithful love, absolutely adore, because they believe that everything is part of Donald Trump's plan. The idea, the whole basis of QAnon is that Donald Trump is secretly waging a war against a global cabal of satanic pedophile child traffickers who are members of the Hollywood elite and Democratic Party. And, these people also eat babies in order to gain the fountain of youth via adrenochrome in baby blood. This is what they believe completely, 100%. I'm not lying to you. You guys, regular viewers of the show, know that this is what they believe because I talk about it every episode. But because they believe this, and they also believe that every single thing that happens is all part of Trump's 200-dimensional chess, they always say, sit back and enjoy the show. But let's continue. Another one right there. Pepe Anons. 17 whiskey right there. I'm in the way. Let me move out of the way. For those of you who don't know, 17 is a really big figure within the QAnon, a really big number, I should say, within the QAnon movement. And if you want to know why 17, think to yourself what the 17th letter of the alphabet is. Here's a hint. It's Q. I mean, it's a QAnon event if Michael Flynn is your headliner right there, right? I mean, the guy is probably the most high-profile person who videotaped himself and his entire family taking that QAnon pledge last year. Let's continue. I mean, come on. Sidney Powell, probably one of the biggest promoters of Trump's big lie about the election being stolen from him, which, again, by the way, the groundwork was all laid down there. Well, not all, but with a big, huge assist from QAnon. We got a number of big right-wing, far right-wing pundits coming up. A number of them who've been pushing QAnon, and if not explicitly, have certainly endorsed a number of QAnon conspiracy theories. Wayne McBride, George Papadopoulos. I mean, come on. We got Evan Sayet, Juanita Broderick, who, is probably the most sympathetic figure the only sympathetic figure on this lineup here. In some ways or form, I should say. I mean, she's certainly done as much possible to lose all of that sympathy, but in terms of being someone who had something horrible done to her. Yeah. There's Louis Gohmert, baby. Sitting congressman. And here's Alan West, head of the Republican Party in Texas. I mean, come on. Jordan Sather. Kate Awakening. We're talking about literal names who are QAnon influencers. I mean, these are folks who have made a name specifically off of analyzing Q's drops. Now we just got some more names here. And I'm going to fast forward a little bit. Let's see. Incredible speakers. There's a few more things I think. Let's see there. The Awesome Entertainment. JT Wild. DJ Jeff Rush. Let's do this. All Patriots welcome. Here we go. Here's another QAnon reference. Patriots in control. Another one of their favorite phrases because, they believe that Joe Biden really isn't the president of the United States. Donald Trump is really pulling the strings as some sort of shadow president, in some underground bunker controlling the military. And, trust the plan, folks. That's the Forgotten Country Patriot Roundup. Now, you guys tell me, what do you think? Is this a QAnon event, or is this it's just a Republican event that has nothing to do with QAnon whatsoever? Just happened to be organized by a guy who goes by the name QAnon John. Why don't you tell me in the comments below?